House is forced to close its doors this morning because it can't afford the expense. CBS 2's McGee Hickey is live in Clifton with more. McGee.
Good morning to Mary. So many local residents here and firefighters are expected here at this firehouse just about an hour from now. At 7:30 this morning, there'll be a vigil just a half an hour before the firehouse. Station number 2 shuts down at 8, all because of the economy and cutbacks in the Clifton city budget. The countdown clock is ticking on the Clifton Fire Department website. At 8 this morning, engine company number 2, located on Dumont Avenue, will be shut down for good, all part of the Clifton City Council's efforts to trim 60 city jobs to save more than $4 million in spending this year. 17 firefighters are being laid off, as well as 5 senior fire officials demoted to save $600,000 in the fire department budget. Clifton's mayor said, quote, "These are times we don't have control. The state has control. The economy has control." According to the acting fire chief, the decision to close Station 2 in the Albion section was made based on the number of calls to that zone, response times, and the amount of impact on the community. The company responded to 42 fires last year, less than the other firehouses in the city.
I do feel that this is the biggest mistake that we have ever made, so please, I'm asking you to do the right thing.
Clifton residents, firefighters, and their families packed city council chambers earlier this week to protest the layoffs and firehouse closings. Many saying they can understand the Clifton city budget having problems, but they can't understand a decision that could jeopardize people's lives. And fire officials tried to come up with alternatives, like having civilians run the ambulance service or using a federal grant to staff the ambulance. But so far, the city has said those alternatives won't work out. This firehouse will be shutting down at 8 this morning. We're live in Clifton, New Jersey. McGee Hickey, CBS 2 News.
McGee, we don't know all the decision-making process that went into it, but these firefighters offered to take a cut in pay to save their jobs, and the city said no to that?
I don't quite understand why they would do that, but the city officials said they did studies, and this was an underutilized firehouse, so that even if the firefighters wanted to take a cut in pay, they say they want to shut down this firehouse because it's not necessary for the safety of the residents here.